Greetings, people. It's been a hot minute. I realized that. Chapter 2 came out almost 2 weeks ago, and lately I've been finding myself playing the game more and more. So I thought it was only about time to come back. So today we're gonna be making a Manastorm build, and we're gonna be talking about some of the new Manastorm changes. But first, I gotta sacrifice one of my current builds. So I think I can live without the oven build for now. We're gonna change this. What I had in mind is like half tank, half like fire melee kind of build, so like a lava sweep type thing. So yeah, hopefully it's gonna be good. I wanted to make it like a parry tank type thing, and then maybe have some soul leech to heal with and stuff like this. We'll see how it ends up performing. All right, so this is basically what I ended up settling on. I can see like a few main issues with this. I only have one attack, Storm Strike, because I started with Seal and I started with the tank stance and stuff like this. So that could be an issue. The second thing that I see as well is I might need some more talents. Like I'm half into tank and half into damage. So even with the extra talent cards, it's gonna be a bit rough to try and get both parts of it working. So hopefully this is gonna be okay. We'll see. Once I get to level 10, we're gonna be doing some Manastorms, and then I'm gonna start talking about some of the Manastorm things. I need a weapon actually for this to work. Actually, the initial part of this video was filmed like many hours ago, this morning actually. I was like chilling this morning, drinking some hot chocolate and stuff like that, ready to record this stuff. And then basically Dutch is like, we're gonna crash the servers for like 6 hours because of, maintenance. That's just doing stuff, man. There's no way maintenance takes 6 hours, but whatever. I really should have taken another leveling ability. This is way too slow. I can't deal with this, man. It's not even just taking longer than what it should, but even the mobs are like bugged. I'm trying my best here, man. I have one ability and the mobs are bugging, so I can't even loot them. Even after 6 hours of maintenance, stuff's still not working. So yeah, that's nice. Oh, what? There we go. It's currently the year 2029. It's actually January the 2nd. So yeah, it took me about five years, I would say. It took me about 5 years to get to level 10. By the way, just as a disclaimer, I do not recommend you guys play this, okay? I'm just trolling right now. This is a horrible build. Don't actually play this. The leveling is garbage. I have one ability and it legit took me like 20 minutes to get to level 10. So I cannot recommend this. I'm actually gonna die to this. So yeah, actually don't play this build. Just don't play it. It's my advice. I think I'm just gonna skip this part here maybe, and just get to like a respectable level where I can actually do damage. I think, yeah, cut the clip. So one of the things that they changed for the new Manastorm stuff is the potions. You can now get upgradable potions. So for example, this sprint serum right here, like you can upgrade it, and it costs let's see here, Bonzo bolts, right? There's a Bedlam bullions, and then there's Bonzo bolts. And then you can upgrade your potions, but you can only pick a few. So the ones that I have right now is like these potions that increase my stats and whatnot. But you can't have all of them. So I think I have Sprint Serum, Motion Lotion, and then I have the 3 buffs here. And I believe the upgrades go to like rank 8 or 7 or something like that. And they get progressively more expensive. They start at like low couple of thousands and they end up at like hundreds of thousands per upgrade. So they get, super expensive at some point. But I like it in general. I think it's a good change because it gives a lot of the Manastorm people a lot stuff to do, basically. I could see Manastorms getting kind of boring when there's like nothing to do, nothing to grind. Some people already have the mounts and stuff. I really want to try I don't know actually what it does, but it sounds cool. It's like a cosmetic that makes you glow in like rainbow colors or something like that. But yeah, so all in all, I would say pretty good change. The potions are definitely a win in my book. Another change that they made is they changed the entire scaling for everything. So it feels to me like everything, like, so all of your Manastorm levels are reset, obviously, right? But I think the scaling for like everything also changed, because it feels like things are getting way harder, way faster. So I don't think, and this is just a guess from like an educated guess from my part, but I don't think you'll see people reach the same level of like high what do you call it? Like numbers, I guess, like high levels. Just because like everything is just so much harder now. Or at least it scales way faster, I would say. And then obviously they added like a bunch of new maps and stuff. And I would say in general, the new maps feel like they're okay, they're interesting. The areas are quite large though. Like some of the new maps are way larger than some of the older ones. And they did take out some of the old maps as well. So like the obnoxiously long ones of the old ones. So like the ice cave with all the whelps that would slow you and stuff. At least I haven't run into it yet. But the highest I've reached so far is like 26 or something. But maybe in the future when I get a little bit higher, I'll be able to tell you guys for sure if they remove the maps or not. But yeah, the new maps they have like extra mechanics. There's sometimes where like there's one map with the Iskara Tuskar place where you have to kill everything around it because you have to drag down a little dragon. You have to free up the Tuskars so they can all chain the dragon and pull them down. And then there's like there's different mechanics you have to do to unlock the boss and stuff like that. So it's a lot more intricate now. It's not just like rush from 1 to 50. There's like actual stuff you gotta do in the Manastorm. Yeah, so it's less brain dead now, I would say. Oh yeah, and they also changed the affixes as well. And I'm not gonna lie, when I initially saw the video for like, yeah, chapter 2, I was a bit disappointed. Obviously, it's no secret that one of the issues with the old Manastorm system was the affixes killing you. A lot of the damage that you would take were just from affixes and stuff you couldn't really help. There's a lot of crammed rooms and stuff like this, and then you just get sucked in. And obviously, the worst ones being like the tornado and the lightning cloud and like bone storms. It was just horrible. There was really no counterplay to it. So the way they decided to change it is just like they didn't really fix the issue. Like we'll obviously have to see how it plays out and how people are receiving the changes, but I don't know. To me, it just felt like they weren't really fixing the issue. They were just like trying to, I don't know, excuse it somehow. Because it's like the issue was that you would die to anything but the mobs, right? You would die to the affixes and stuff like this. So the way they decided to fix it, they decided to change it to where affixes actually can hurt the mobs as well. So they were like, yeah, we know you're dying a lot to this, but at least when you die, you'll also be killing the enemies. So it's like, it doesn't really matter, right? So what's the point of like having affixes hit the enemies as well if you're gonna die and lose the Manastorm anyways? Like you're gonna fail the level? So I don't know. To me, it felt kind of useless, but that's just my opinion. But anyways, I'm interested in what you guys have to say. So put it in the comments, you know? Let's have a little discussion in there. Just remember to be civilized. Yeah, what do you guys think about it? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What changes do you not like? What would you see be better? Do you have any improvements? Anything at all? Just put it in the comment section. Let's have a little discussion about it. Personally, I think a lot of the changes that happened, not just for the Manastorm in general, but for just in general, everything is pretty good. I like the synergy rolls. That was definitely needed to just help people get their builds going a little faster. I like the improved, what's it called? Like bad luck protection. And I like the extra skill cards and whatnot, right? It's really gonna help people get a build going faster. So I think those are all positives. Oh yeah, and by the way, they added the open all cards button. So yeah, I actually had, you know, I had like 500,000 of these ability and talent cards, and I just didn't want to open them. Okay, maybe not 500,000, but I want to say I had at least like 400 of each. And it would have taken me like an hour maybe to open all of them, and I just didn't really want to spend the time. But they finally added the open all card button, so that's quite nice. But that also means that I have pretty much every single card in the game now. So I can make pretty much every single build that's out there, I would say. You can see here for ability cards, I'm missing only a few. I'm missing Bloodthirst, I know. Yeah, I pretty much have all of these. Yeah, Bloodthirst or Bloodlust, sorry. That's really, I mean, I'm not missing a whole lot. I have pretty much everything at this point. Speaking of abilities, I think the next video that I'll make is probably talking about some of the new abilities. Because I see a lot of people trying to make builds and stuff with the new abilities. And I think a lot of them are kind of traps, you know? They're a bait. The cake is a lie and you guys are falling for it. So I'm gonna make a video talking about some of the new abilities, what I think about them and stuff like that. That's probably gonna be next video.
2 days later.
Okay, so it's currently day 3. Yes, I had to split this video into 3 days because, you know, the server kept crashing or updating or whatever. I don't know, man. Some intern is like tripping over all the wires or some shit. I don't know. But nevertheless, I'm going to level the last 15 levels and then I'll show you guys the power of this build so far. I've rolled a bunch of good stuff. My parry chance is about 30% at this point. And yeah, we're gonna continue the adventure and try to get to 60. So for this map, all you really need to do is just click the serpent statues, and it is actually possible to jump over this gap. I used to use my potion here, but you actually need the shroom as well to jump the gap. You can technically like jump and then just charge, or alternatively, if you have like demonic leap, you should be able to get over as well. But instead, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it the actual way you're supposed to do it. If you're speeding, as I said, you can try to jump, but otherwise you're supposed to run around. You're actually supposed to go behind the bubble that you spawn in, and then clear through the hallway. And then there's like entrances to the other rooms where you have to click the statues, but yeah. Alright, so I'm going to showcase how to do the jump, I guess. All you really need... Oh, and the enemies are bugged, by the way. But yeah, all you really need to do is just take the shroom and jump. Okay. I actually forgot all about my potion. That's kind of awkward. Okay, let's try this again here. Alright, let's grab the statue, and then let's do this room, do the potion. Boom. Alright. Jump and charge. There we go, dude. Okay, so that's how you would do it with a charge. As I said, you can do it with like demonic leap as well if you're really in a hurry and you want to speed this. But yeah, you're actually supposed to be going around, and then once you're done with all the statues, the boss will spawn in the middle, and then you just jump down and kill him. Dude, can this guy quit? Hello? What the fuck, man? Okay, dude, with the amount of times that I'm getting knocked up, I'm genuinely surprised that I'm not pregnant yet. This is stupid. I think it's about time that I show you guys the strength of this build. So I'm just gonna pull everything here. I know... Okay, so it's only level 20 or whatever, but I feel like it's still a okay showcase. You can just see the numbers go everywhere, dude. It's so satisfying. But yeah, I only have like one AoE ability, and it has quite a long cooldown. But me being able to tank everything definitely helps. I actually don't know if this is anything that, you know, anyone's done before, making like a hybrid damage or tank build, but it works pretty well. Even though I will say you should probably not play this build, it is still kind of troll. And as you can see, I'm wearing like greens. I even have like, yeah, green bracers and stuff. So don't actually do this. If there's one good thing I will say about the new maps, it's that they're very like atmospheric. You know, you can see the skybox here. It's like, yeah, it's pretty much like old Renner in a sense. I don't know. I like the vibe of all the new maps. There's like that one map in the swamp as well, where you have to like defeat some witches and stuff like that. Some Drustvar and stuff. And yeah, I don't know. I just like the new areas way better than the old ones. Oh, and then of course with the increased scaling, like I have to kill these crystals now, otherwise I will petrify. And like there's some other bosses as well. Like for example the chieftain one in the winter area, winter spring area. Like you have to dodge his like big frost bomb attack, otherwise you'll just die. So I quite like that. I think it's great that, you know, the bosses are having more health, so you can't just one-shot them. You actually have to do the mechanics and whatnot. Yeah, I think that's why. This is just speculation so far, but I genuinely believe that self-sustain builds, even though they nerfed self-sustain and like prolonged fighting builds, so like the new paladin builds, maybe like lava sweep, even the frostwalker build, stuff like this is going to be better than like cheesy one-shot builds like the Arctis Fuego build or the Astral Pumper build, just because you can't really one-shot the boss anymore, so you'll want sustained damage instead of burst damage now. But yeah, if you don't do the mechanics, you will definitely die to the bosses now, which I think is a good thing. Finally made it to 60, even got this Controlled Blast ability, so even more fire stuff. I think I'm gonna make a second video as well on just from this series, where I'm gonna, yeah, use some of the scrolls that I just got. Battle Mage is kind of useless, but use some of the scrolls that I just got, and we'll see. I'm probably gonna try to see how far I can push Manastorm, so like a new max level on this build. And yeah, we're gonna take it from there. I have a bunch of other videos coming out, so you can look forward to that as well. I love you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video.